A long time ago, the peaceful days of the world come to an end because the demonic towers emerged from the surface. Demons came out from these towers and humans awakened their supernatural abilities to fight against these demons. In the course of time, generations of heroes perished, and generations of newcomers rose to prominence. Finally, a hero was born out of blue, with incomparable talent, near-perfect intelligence, and amazing luck. He actually made it to the highest floor of the tower. He is strongest force of current humanity, the one with the best hope of ending all darkness, popularly known as the light of humanity, Lin Xiao. And Lin Xiao is a returner. This is his third time he has returned. This time, whether it's attributes or skill, he has honed them all to the max, and he has also obtained all the most powerful weapons and equipment known in the world. And according to his system interface's prompts, clearing the demonic tower's last floor would end everything. He made it this far thanks to his system. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to find any information about the demonic creatures on the highest level. His team members are surprised to see him staring at the air in a daze again. They wonders if their senior is thinking about girls again, and they are confused because they can't see the system. Lin Xiao informs them that he is thinking about the aftermath once they defeat the Demon King. They arrive at the highest floor and are surprised to see the floor doesn't have that dark and spooky atmosphere like the other lower floors, but instead it has the bright and clean, luxurious and beautiful atmosphere. This gets them excited, thinking what kind of demon is this final boss? Lin Xiao informs everyone not to let their guard down because the more secure and pretty it looks on the surface, the less you can afford to take it lightly. And this is Lin Xiao's first time reaching the final floor in his 3 regressions, and he doesn't have any information about this floor at all. Team members praises Lin Xiao because of his hard work and effort. They have managed to reach the final floor and are sure that the dawn of triumph is just a step away. A lady in the group comes to him saying with a beautiful smile on her face that they will definitely win. Then blood splashes in front of Lin Xiao's eyes. The poor lady's head has been separated from her body. And not only her, in just a flash second all of his party members gets killed. Then a man with a scary voice greets him, which sends a shiver down his spine. Lin Xiao swings his sword at that man and is confused because he didn't even sense that demon approaching. But the man blocks his sword with just a finger, and with just a finger he has broke Lin Xiao's sword, which shocked Lin Xiao because that sword was supposed to be the strongest weapon known in the world. And yet, the enemy only used his one finger to break it. The man appears behind him once again asking, "Where are you looking?" Before Lin Xiao could react, he finds himself flying and crushing onto the wall. The man in the black is just too strong for Lin Xiao to handle. Just that one flip of that man's hand have made Lin Xiao like this. But Lin Xiao finally understood who this monster he is fighting with is. He is the Demon King himself, which once again shocked Lin Xiao, thinking how can a demon be in the form of a human? In which the demon informs him that he is the embodiment of all the fears known to mankind. He was born with the dark aspect of mankind, and was by nature in the form of human being. Lin Xiao activates his active skill, Eye of Truth max level. He is shocked to see the Demon King's HP has not been affected even though he used all his might in that attack of his earlier. He then notices some letters near the HP bar which says, Passive Skill, Unrestricted Vitality, Trigger Mechanism, Unconditional Trigger, Time Limit, Permanent and Unconditional. What's more, his MP has the sign of infinite. Lin Xiao is just too shocked to see that because that Demon King is invincible. The system warns him to run away because the chance of winning is like. Actually, he doesn't even have a chance to win against the monster in front of him. And this is the first time the system interface has given him such a dangerous warning. He still stays calm. The Demon King then grabs his system notification and breaks it with another finger attack. The Demon King is surprised because that useless piece of junk was the one guiding Lin Xiao and helped him find those unique weapons and props. He doesn't know what was that piece of junk was, but now it's gone. Lin Xiao is shocked and confused because the system was invisible to the other people. And what's more, the demon has even destroyed it now. The Demon King then gets ready to finish Lin Xiao, and Lin Xiao still seems to be calm and isn't panicking in front of his death, because if he dies he will regress again, and will have to work harder next time. However, the Demon King is healing him instead of killing him, which surprises Lin Xiao too. He is feeling warm now, and an unbelievable amount of healing energy is gushing into his body as if there is no end to it. And the Demon King is healing him because he noticed that Lin Xiao is a regressor. At first he thought that Lin Xiao has a clairvoyant skill because he was kinda new about the levels and the behaviors of the lower level demonic beast. However, if he really has clairvoyant skill, he wouldn't have been so surprised when he saw the Demon King. Because of that shortcoming, the Demon King noticed that he is a regressor, and it's more than just one regression. He wonders if this is Lin Xiao's second time, or perhaps third. And if he kills Lin Xiao now, he is sure that Lin Xiao will regress and do it all over again. over and over again, repeating an endless loop, and sooner or later he will kill the Demon King. So to not let that happen, the Demon King gets ready to give him a gift to break that loop, and that gift is the Demon King's healing technique that will keep healing him. Demon King turns Lin Zio's armor into a prison that binds him so that he can never escape. Lin Zio will be encased for all eternity, without life and without death. Now, the Demon King has taken care of the hero party. He casts some kind of magic to the members of the party which turn them into ice. And the beautiful ice they saw earlier was the death bodies of some heroes of the past. Everyone once in their life feels like they are the protagonist. However, the one who emerges as the final victor is the main protagonist. That's what the Demon King thinks. And he thinks that he is the main protagonist because he is the strongest boss. Next, the news channel informs everyone about the death of their great hero Lin Zio and his team. And their place of death was the final floor of the tower. They were only one step away from victory. And the Awakeners Association expresses their deepest condolences but urges everyone not to lose hope. They call on all those who are capable to continue to challenge the tower and prevent the demonic creatures from invading the human world. People are sad to hear the news that their great hero Lin Zio and his team died fighting the final boss. A guy named King Feng and his lady friend are going to the S-rank dungeon, and the lady is excited to accompany her idol King Feng on this raid. And here, the dungeon is a place where the demonic tower connected with the human cities. It appears near human cities, and numerous demonic creatures of the demonic tower flocked out of it. Once the demonic creatures broke out from the dungeon, they wreaked havoc on the surrounding cities. So they awaken as they find these dungeons, explored and cleared them to keep the cities safe from those demonic monsters. King Feng and his girl arrive at the S-rank dungeon. They entered inside the dungeon, and they are there to find an item that will help King Feng to defeat the Demon King in future. And the item is called Blood All, a rule-based artifact. The rule of this artifact is, every attack will cause at least 1 point of damage. And King Feng is sure that with this item he will definitely kill the Demon King for sure, because justice will always prevail against evil. His lady friend, her name is Tian Tian, and he is sure that he will become even more stronger than hero Lin Zio in the future. And she will always support him. After all, he is her one and only idol. They come across a big monster which has been slayed by some other guy. And that monster has that item Blood All. And the one who killed that monster is the Demon King himself. And he knew that someone will come to get that Blood All. That's why he came earlier to slay that monster and obtain the Blood All. King Feng praises the Demon King AKRMC for slaying that monster and asks him to give him the Blood All, because he is going to need that in order to kill the Demon King. Demon King is surprised because that guy just came and now he is trying to mug the Demon King. However, King Feng explains himself, saying that he is not trying to mug him but just asking to give him the Blood All, which he will use to kill the Demon King. And he is doing this for the sake of the entire human race. How can this be called mugging? The Demon King then starts to do something with the item, and suddenly an attack comes straight at King Feng, but King Feng manages to block it thanks to his artifact, the Absolute Defense. After being attacked with such a strong magic power, King Feng is now sure that the person who attacked him is not a human. Then he gets shocked to see that his lady friend Tian Tian, her neck is in that person's hand. And the Demon King, he has heard about by King Feng, the one who is rumored to be the successor of the hero Lin Zio. MC offers King Feng a chance. If he destroys his defense cube, MC gets ready to spare them. And they can trust him because he always keeps his words. King Feng apologizes to Tiantian and informs her that he is doing this for the sake of humanity, and that he will build a memorial in honor of her. He attacks the Demon King, but the Demon King dodges him easily. Demon King is surprised because King Feng didn't even hesitate for a moment before attacking him, and he was ready to sacrifice his little admirer. But King Feng is a hero, and strongest hero are always alone. That's what he thinks, and it is inevitable that there will be some sacrifices amongst the people beside a hero. And he, the Demon King, is the source of all this misfortune. Tian Tian is shocked because she didn't expect her brother King Feng to be this cold-blooded. She followed her for so many years. But even if he is like this towards her, she still admires him and tells him to run away from there by using his magic cube. But he is also a hero of humanity. Running away from the Demon King is not an option. He gets ready to go all out and finish the Demon King for the future of humanity, and for the future of the entire world. But the Demon King laughs at his situation, even though he gave King Feng a chance, but he is not running away. So Demon King also gets ready to make him realize that he made a great mistake by not running away. He then creates a magic circle around King Feng. Then King Feng falls inside that circle. Now he is getting scared because his death is waiting for him down there. He is confused. How did he lost? Demon King bids him farewell. After all, King Feng is the hero of humanity, and Demon King is sure that the hero of justice like them should have long been prepared to sacrifice their life. He is sure that this heroic death will be enough for him. King Feng falls deeper into that black hole. Now that he is done with the hero, he gets ready to leave from there. And Tian Tian is shocked because her idol just died and now she is going to die too. But she gets surprised to see that the Demon King is just leaving. And he is letting her go because he had told that moron hero that he will let them go if he breaks that defense queue. Yet the foolish hero fought back instead of just going away from there with his girl. And the Demon King is a man of his word. He told her that he will let them go, so he is letting her go. However, Tian Tian is still shocked and is finding this situation unbelievable because the Demon King is actually letting her go away just like that. The Demon Kingdom comes out from that dungeon, and after coming out from it, he transforms into human. Don't tell me, he was a human from the beginning. He then comes to the Awakeners Association headquarters. The reception lady asks him if he wants to join the Awakeners Association. Another lady barges in and pushes the other lady away. She starts to inform our MC about the benefits he will get after joining them, and she is also surprised because she has never seen anyone as handsome as him. As an Awakener before, and asks for his name, his level and ability so that she can help him register. Demon King informs them that he is the hidden genius, Bai King Fang, and he is sure that they must have heard about his name before. And he is very happy to join their Awakeners Association. Next, in the Awakeners Association headquarters, 7 Elders Hall, the elders are sad because they lost one of their elder, the hero of humanity, Lin Xiao. And the man standing below, he has a plan on how they can defeat the Demon King. He informs the elder that they should search for an artifact which can seal the demonic tower forever with the demonic creatures and the Demon King inside. Make it so that the demons can never storm into the human city through the dungeons. And for that mission, a beautiful lady has already summoned someone to their world from the parallel world called Earth, a traveler. And right now the traveler is in the body of Lin Xiao's little brother Lin Feng. And she has heard that ever since he traversed into their world, he has been acting preserved and has unique thoughts. Now he is leading a small but strong party and advancing into the dungeon searching for artifacts that can seal the demonic tower. She is hot. One old elder have also done his divination for Lin Feng on the night of the full moon last month, and it said that Lin Feng will find the artifact to seal the demonic tower. Soon the demonic tower will get sealed. The elder then comes out from the elders hall, and a lady who's following him is very happy to hear that the demonic tower is soon going to get sealed. She is happy because in that case the humanity will finally be safe. Then he informs the lady about something very important. What if the Demon King is not inside the tower when they seal the tower? Which means that it will be useless to seal the tower. He then gives her a slap on her rear side, saying that just impossible, because even if the Demon King comes outside from his tower, he is sure that the Demon King will no longer have his blessing, and his strength will definitely drop to the level of a top human awakened. And once the Demon King's identity is discovered, he will probably be immediately besieged and killed by humans. Either the Demon King is going to stay in the tower and get sealed for eternity, or it's going to leave the demonic tower and gets attacked by endless humans and die. As long as Lin Feng finds the item for sealing the demonic tower, humans will, and he is sure that his divination will be correct. He then comes into his room to find a man waiting for him there, which makes him mad and asks the man who is he. As the Demon King himself who have come to pay him a visit. The Demon King informs the old man that his name is Bai King Fang, the Awakener who just joined the association. Old man has heard about him, about Bai King Fang, and asks why he came to see him. And he came there to see one of the 7 elders, who can divine everything in the future. Hereby he has come there to ask the elder to divine the Demon King's future. However, it's impossible for him to divine someone's future just like that. It has to be a full moon and he has to touch that person. And right now he doesn't have the combat ability to storm into the demonic tower to find the Demon King. And he also can't ask the Demon King to come find him to do divination. The elder notices something about the man in front of him. He realizes that the man in front of him is the Demon King himself. The Great Divination Art gets activated, which shows that the Demon King is going to die by a human next winter. He grabs the elder by his neck asking if his divination accurate. The elder informs him that it's not accurate all the time. He also informs the Demon King that he is still useful to the Demon King and he should not kill him. Now the Demon King wants to see the elder doing the divine about himself. Divine whether he will get killed by the Demon King tonight or not. Now the old man is in tough situation. If he says he will live tonight, then the Demon King might kill him. And if he says he will die, then the Demon King just make the divination come true. Either way he is going to die. Next, in every cliched transmigration comic, the story is about a modern guy transmigrating to a parallel world. From being a trash to fighting monsters and leveling up, acting cool and mocking arrogant characters. And in the end, on the tempestuous day, that trash defeats the Demon King. And the guy who got summoned was also one of these trash from Earth, living at the lowest and poorest level of the planet. One day, while reading a novel on his way to the Truck Kun was on his duty, Truck Kun sent him to another world. just like the prologue of every transmigration story. He transmigrated in the novel he was reading and became one of the character, the second son of the Lin family, the hope of the humanity, Lin Zio. That's not him, he is just the useless little brother of Lin Zio. Hedonist and evil, always living under the shadow of his older brother. However, this is all going to change because he is here now. He informs his father that he knows the map's location that records the sealing item, and he gets ready to retrieve it. Since he has read this novel, he knows the map's location that record the item that could seal the demon tower, and just like that he obtained that map. Next, Lin Feng and his party have come to the association headquarters. Now that his brother is dead, he thinks that he is the main protagonist, and he is the one who is going to save the world and become this world's real hero. After all, he got transmigrated there. And that's how the story of the main protagonist starts. He assures a lady beside him that with him there, they will definitely obtain the sealing item. However, the lady stays silent and replies with HMPH, and this cold beauty is his fiancée, Laya. In his previous life, he couldn't even dare to dream about being close to such a charming beauty. And not only her, he also has another beauty that he encountered halfway. However, he thinks that she is like a rabbit, always frightened, always looking for him to save her. He pats her head, comforts her, saying that she doesn't need to be afraid because they are inside the association headquarters. This cheers her up a little, and Lin Feng is enjoying this feeling of comfortable getting along with this kind of airheaded beauty who thinks of nothing but romance. He then informs them to wait for him there while he is going to meet the Prophet Elder. His party then comes to the counter to transact service, and the service is, Laya wants to recommend a person to join the association. And the one she wants to recommend is Tian Tian, who was saved by Lin Feng and her when they were exploring a dungeon. And she is the only person who saw the Demon King and survived. Tian Tian also informs the counter lady if she has heard about her senior by King Feng, a pretty well-known hidden genius, and she is his follower. But they encountered the Demon King in the dungeon and he got killed. However, she survived, and later was rescued by Sir Lin Feng and Miss Laya. The counter lady is confused because Bai King Feng just joined the association and is well and alive, which surprises Tian Tian. Not only surprised, she is shocked, and right now he is grabbing the Prophet Elder by his neck, and the Elder is begging him to spare his life. The Elder gets ready to work under him, become his lackey. The Demon King didn't expect this. He used to think that all humans are just like Lin Zio, full of courage, justice, and strength, but it seems like he is still unfamiliar with humanity. He gets ready to improve his knowledge about his enemies. He didn't think to find an existence like Elder Prophet among humans. The concern in his heart has been greatly reduced. In appreciation of the Elder's performance, Demon King gets ready to send him away. After sending the Elder Prophet away, he starts to think of a plan on how to survive, because if he returns to his demonic tower and Lin Feng obtains the sealing item just as the prophecy said, he will forever be trapped within the demonic tower. On the other hand, if he go to prevent Lin Feng, not only he might fail, but he might also get killed by the hero just like the divination stated. He is confused about what to do. No matter what, it's still too risky for him to leave the demon tower, since he has gotten the content of the prophecy. Anyways, he gets ready to return to his tower first and find a way to get rid of the prophecy. Then he gets stopped by Lin Feng, who is asking him, "Who are you? Why have I never seen you before?" Demon King informs him that he is an awakener who recently joined the association. Lin Feng then just shocked to see the badge on Demon King's clothes because that badge is something that only S-rank awakeners can have. Seeing that he is strong, Lin Feng asks him to join his party and help him retrieve the item that can seal the demonic tower, and also introduces himself that he is Lin Feng and he is pretty sure that he must have heard about him somewhere before. Now this changes everything. He gets ready to join Lin Feng's party to see whether the prophecy will turn out to be true or not. Such a strong guy have joined his team. Lin Feng is super happy and informs the Demon King that he should be happy because he met a leader like him, and soon the leader's name will known throughout the world soon. He also informs the Demon King that he recently saved a beauty in his last mission, and she was Bai King Feng's partner, and the only person who saw the Demon King and survive. King Feng is surprised that someone actually survived after seeing the Demon King. Lin Feng informs him that her name is Tian Tian, he will soon see her, but the Demon King is trying to slip away from there silently. Lin Feng asks him where is he going. He informs Lin Feng that he suddenly remembered that the pig from his hometown was about to give birth soon, so he will need to return to help out with the postnatal care. Tian Tian and Laya also arrives there. However, she gets shocked to see the Demon King there. Now Demon King is in trouble. This is the worst case scenario possible. However, he runs to Tian Tian and greets her. Then he gets shocked to see what she did after that. She hugs him saying Senior Bai King Feng, and is super happy to see him safe and sound and even managed to escape from the Demon King. Lin Feng is also shocked to hear that because from what he remembers Bai King Feng had already died. Tian Tian informs him how happy she is right now to see him alive and well. And the Demon King is confused because he is definitely sure that she knows he is the Demon King. Yet, she is acting like this. And she is acting like this because she is really grateful for saving her from that demon king last time. And she is not an ungrateful person. And she is going to pay him back for his kindness. And from today onwards, she informs him that she will continue to be his follower, because she really admires strong people and she always pay back her debts. Now he understood why she is acting like this, and is also surprised that she is admiring the Demon King and wants to repay kindness. It's his first time seeing a human wishes to seek refuge with the demons. He is finding it very intriguing. And if this is the case, he informs her that she is a wise person and he won't mistreat her. On the other hand, Lin Feng is getting mad because this son of a demon just stole the beauty he saved. Even his fiancée Lai is getting interested in the rumored genius awaker by King Feng. She has heard a lot about him, and I think she has fallen for his good looks. She is a cold beauty, and yet she is acting like this in front of Bai King Feng. She then asks Tian Tian and King Feng how the Demon King looks like. Tian Tian informs them he looks ferocious and terrifying, and King Feng informs them he looks like a bad person. Not so much of a detail. How can one tell from this description how the Demon King looks like? They all laugh after hearing those two's answers, but Lin Feng is boiling in anger, not only Tian Tian but even his fiancée. And he is still confused because Bai King Feng was supposed to be dead at the hands of the Demon King early on, and Lai Tianchen was the only person who has seen the Demon King before. He wonders if his action are causing butterfly effect. He gets ready to go and meet with the Great Prophet and ask him about this guy. Then a lady comes there shouting that the Great Prophet got killed. This shocked everyone. King Feng asks the people there about the people who met the Great Prophet in the meantime, in which Bai King Feng informs him that the only person who met with the Great Prophet is him and Lin Feng only, which makes Lin Feng mad because he didn't get to meet the Great Prophet. The moment he arrived there, he saw King Feng in front of the door acting suspicious. Then he realizes something and shouts at King Feng that he is the one who killed the Great Prophet. Laya tries to calm him down, and that he is being too hasty. He pushes her away while calling her idiot. He informs everyone that they have been deceived by this man, and that he is not Bai King Feng. Lin Feng throws a punch at him, but he dodges it. Demon King even calls him trash, who can't even compare to Lin Xiao. Yet he thinks that he is worthy enough to talk to him like this. He gives Lin Feng a chop attack, then steps on Lin Feng's face. Lai Yu is shocked to see, and on the other hand, Tianchen is excited to see it, which just means that she chose the right person to follow. King Feng asks Lin Feng to calm down, and he is confused about how is Lin Feng so certain that he is not Bai King Feng. He finds it very strange, putting his leg on Lin Feng's face. He calls Lin Feng a worthless and untalented trash. He informs Lin Feng that he has heard about him how trash he is, and after seeing him in person, he is surprised Lin Feng is even worse than he imagined. Now he thinks he likes his older brother more, because he was full of courage and justice and strong. Lai asks King Feng to let go of Lin Feng because he didn't did that on purpose. He just became a little impulsive recently. But Lin Feng is super mad because King Feng called him trash. He takes out a weapon and swings it at King Feng, shouting who is he calling a trash, and the weapon is an S-rank weapon, Omni Soul-racking claw. And Demon King is surprised to see that a scum like Lin Feng even has an S-class weapons. And Demon King is confused because he didn't remember Lin Feng being in the list of human geniuses. However, he still has such a high-class weapon. Someone comes there and stops their fighting. Lin Feng is surprised to see that his magic suddenly disappeared. And the Demon King is shocked to see someone with a rule-based power. And that person is the president of the Awakeners Association. And his power makes all the supernatural power disappear within his domain. Now the Demon King is in trouble. He didn't expect the president to be this strong. And he is not in the demonic tower, so he doesn't have the buffs like unrestricted vitality, unlimited mana, ignoring all the rules. He gets ready to be more careful with his behavior in the future. So he apologizes to the president for causing trouble, saying it's all his fault and it won't happen again. On the other hand, Lin Feng is mad because they didn't stop when Bai King Feng punched him, and now when he was about to punch back they stop him. He thinks they did it on purpose, taking Bai King Feng's side and looking down on him, thinking he is just a trash. This is making the Demon King even more confused after seeing this behavior of Lin Feng. He wonders if he really a genius who was able to obtain an S-class weapon and the map of a divine item. But he doesn't have the brain and character of a genius. President informs Lin Feng that Awakeners should not fight among each other. Instead, they should use that energy on the demons. But Lin Feng is not listening to him. He is mad because they all think he is just a trash. He gets ready to show them by obtaining the sealing item and seal the tower once and for all, and become Tian Lai chosen one who saved the world. Next, the president is surprised to see that Bai King Feng is not only strong but is very courteous and calm. Now even the president really admires him, and the Demon King is confused about why humans like him so much. And as for the prophet's murder, the president gets ready to do the thorough investigation. And from the crime scene they have also found some trace of demon energy, so he is sure that it was done by the demon that came outside from the dungeon. So he asks King Feng to go with Lin Feng and obtain the divine item because they too now shoulder humanity's future. He also believes that he shoulders humanity's future, but it's other way around. The president then leaves from there. Laya then gets ready to go and check out Lin Feng, who's been getting irritable recently. The Demon King stops her and asks her, did Lin Feng's personality change recently and become different from his past self? Then he realizes that he asked a question that he shouldn't have. Now he is sure that she must be suspicious of him. However, instead of getting suspicious, she is blushing. Don't tell me he is going to NTR her. He apologizes for asking such personal question. However, he only did that because he was concerned about him, which surprises Laya because he is such a nice person that he is even concerned about Lin Feng, who attacked him just a while ago. She then informs him about Lin Feng, how he used to be an honest and cowardly trash, but his personality changed when he woke up one day. He then started to talk about the world inside a book, transmigrated into worthless side character, and parallel world and cheat codes. After that, he suddenly became different. He became flamboyant and bold, even obtained the location of some top-class items and weapons, and even the map of the divine item. Which is why even if he is weak, by depending on those S-class weapons and items, he managed to barely reach S-class Awakeness threshold. And the elders of their both families said that Lin Feng received enlightenment, but he refuses to give them any answer. Now Demon King is getting somewhere here. Even though Lin Feng knows that he is not by King Feng, he doesn't dare to tell everyone the reason. He even refused to tell his own family and fiancé about the secret power behind him, unless he is not the original Lin Feng. And from all he heard from Laya, he thinks that Lin Feng has been possessed by some other person. Then suddenly they hears a loud noise. Someone shouts from outside that a demon rushed out from the dungeon and got into the city, and Lin Feng is fending it off. The demon is in a class Demon Corpse K9, and Lin Feng is attacking it with an S-class weapon, Raging Flames Frost Flying Sword. That's a long name for a sword. His attack seems to have done some damage to the demon. He takes out another S-class weapon, Meteor Star Sword, and he is doing this to have everyone's attention to be on him. He slashes the demon monster with his S-class sword. Everyone praises him. Now he is getting what he deserves, attention of everyone. And Demon King is surprised to see that the demon is the Corpse K9. And it's a quite rare species on demon, so the majority of humans are not familiar with it. Moreover, it has a distinct character. And that is, once it received enough attacks, it fakes its death, and people are happy to see that Lin Feng actually killed that A-class demon. However, it was just faking at its death, and after that it rejuvenates as an even stronger demon, a monster among the ranks of S-class. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and also stay tuned because next is going to be a big kaboom.